sign to a label if it was right?
If the terms are right, the deal is right, the moment, the opportunity is good.
But it can't be for $1 million, it's gotta be for $1 trillion.
If you want me to sign it $1 million, matter of fact, I want like $1 trillion. Stay low, it'll last the ceiling.
What's up, guys? I'm Syspence. You're watching Bluehousetv, and today we're here with the one and only Eli Juggz. How we doing today, man?
That was good, yeah.
You doing good? Heck yeah.
Excited to be here. Happy to be here.
Let's go.
Answer some shit. Talk about some shit.
Let's go. Let's make it happen. So you only drove in like an hour. It was an hour from where you're at?
Hour drive. I stay in Queens.
Okay.
I'm not from, I guess I am from Queens technically. I grew up in Brooklyn.
Okay.
It's just, I be all over. If you live in New York, bro, I don't really think it matters what borough you're from, to be honest.
100%. I've just been learning that too while we've been out here. It's like a little different like boroughs and a little different like
I feel like in California though, it's like you from San Diego, okay, you from San Diego. You from LA, you from LA.
That's facts for sure. So take me back to like the beginning. When did you like start making music? Where were you at?
Shit, that goes like way back. So like, I would say like 4 years ago, maybe like middle school. I was recording like little like dumb songs off my phone.
Okay.
Like troll songs. I remixed like Ugly God's Water.
Okay.
Fucking Bobby Schmurder Computers. Like it was just dumb songs. I actually have a video of it. I can show you later, but.
So were you just getting like inspired by some of these like beats and stuff, and you're like, let me see what I could do on it type thing?
Honestly, at that time, I was just trying to be like the funny guy. Like I was mostly just funny as hell. I was playing hella games. I was a nerd.
Okay.
So I wanted to do like vlogs, like just what YouTubers like like FouseyTube?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Hell yeah.
That's what I wanted to do when I was younger.
Okay.
But that was like the first time I ever dipped in music at all.
Okay.
So.
And it was like a parody type style.
Yeah, parody stuff, exactly.
So, when did it become serious? Like, do you know what age where you're like, or you were like, I have a talent. I'm like, this is legit. We can start doing this.
All right. So like, after I did the music on the phone, I went into playing Fortnite. Right.
Okay.
I was like trying to be a streamer.
Okay. Got
into the Twitter column, Fortnite teams, all that shit.
Okay.
Then, I think it was like 2019, like the end of 2019. I stopped playing Fortnite. I was done with that shit. I started making music. This was like my junior year or sophomore year in high school.
Okay.
And I'm meeting one of my friends, Kari. And after I meet him, that's when I really started taking it serious.
Okay.
Like that's when we just started recording every day in his crib, skipping school, on the fucking MacBook, recording on GarageBand. It was some old ass MacBook, like 2008 shit. Recording on some old ass generation of MacBook, just no auto shit, just recording. Recorded like 20 songs off that laptop. Then I went to the studio where I met this dude named Stability. He's a producer.
Okay.
He produced my first the first song that I ever dropped called Sonic, and that shit is like, that song is just like, I don't even like that song at all, but
it's still out though, isn't it?
I have it. I'd be unprivating it here and there just to like leave it out. Like whenever my page is like doing good on SoundCloud, I'll unprivate it just so people can like, whoever goes down there and sees that, they can see like the progress from how I went from making that shit to what I make now. Cause that compared to what I make now is like two different artists, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Were you on like some more like rapping stuff back then, or was it on some like singing?
Yeah, I was more inspired. I was listening to a lot of Rock Gang Da and like Bugsy, like punching rappers.
I feel like a lot of like people's style, when I see like artists starting out and like I'm talking to different artists, they start out with like the rap and stuff first, and then they kind of get their voice with like a little bit of melodies, start tapping in like the singing stuff.
I think it's just really hard to find your own flow. Like it takes a lot of time.
100%.
You always like, even subconsciously, whenever you're recording, you take stuff from other shit that you heard. Like you 100%. Won't even realize it, and like that. Like when people point out that you stole a flow, you'll be like, I don't even, like, you were just sitting there recording it, but you probably listened to that song with that same flow and just don't realize it.
100%.
But I don't see nothing wrong with that type of stuff.
And I feel like that could be so deep even sometimes, where it's like it's so subconscious in your brain that you didn't even know, but you hear that song like a J. Cole or something, you're like, did J. Cole just have the same flow as me? But you actually subconsciously took it from him, or
pretty much
type of thing.
And I feel like that happens hella in the underground. Like there's a few artists that are like super different that, kind of are on their own shit that I fuck with.
100%. No, your voice. I can see your voice. Your voice is definitely different. You found like a little sound, just even like you're like your. Vocal,
yeah, I try a lot to change my vocals a lot when I record. Like I don't like it to stay. I can record like the first 2 bars, the same melody, and like I have to change it. Like I can't stay on the same melody for too long. It just doesn't sound right to me.
Okay.
When I record my music, I like to. My main goal is to just be as different as possible, but at the same time, make it as good as possible. Because different is not always, the best thing.
100%. And when you're like with the recording process, are you actually like changing your voice like in your head? You're like, yo, I can't even like forcing your voice to kind of do different things like
exactly.
Okay.
I just even recently I just started really going really high pitch on my ad libs, like trying to do that, and it sounds really cool. So I fuck with that. I wasn't really doing that shit before, but it's like every day I'm like unlocking new shit that I could do pretty much.
100%. I love that. So where'd you? So is your actual name Eli Juggz? Or
Eli Juggz. Okay. So that comes from the dude that I'm talking about, Kari, that I met.
Is that for Kari on Instagram?
No, it's someone else. Like, he's not in like the underground. So it's just one of my friends. But his he had a friend, like his friend group is like Juggz. That's what it's called, Juggz. They named themselves. That's the whole group. And pretty much when I started fucking with him, we started making music. He was like, yo, you wanna just be Juggz? He was like, that's it, Eli Juggz. That's how I got my name.
Okay, so Eli Juggz.
Yeah, it's Eli, Elijah, and then Juggz as in a group, what I'm representing. You feel me?
I love it. That's
not my last name. People seem to have that very confused that it's Eli Juggz is just me. No, Eli Juggz is one of many Juggz.
No, it's like an ASAP.
Exactly.
It's like ASAP.
Just like
ASAP Rocky, ASAP Nasty.
And it's funny, when I started listening to ASAP Rocky, I thought it was just ASAP Rocky. I didn't know it was the whole ASAP.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. And then we were talking about that even last night, and that just became such a thing. Like kids were calling themselves ASAP, and that just like.
Yeah. I even see people that follow me and view my story and shit. They be having Juggz in their name. I have no clue who they are.
No, 100%. And there's something cool about that, I think, because when we were talking about that last night, we were diving deeper on the fact that like people just want to feel a part of something. So even giving like a name for them to like feel a part of something, it kind of like
it makes a community.
It makes a community.
That's why Cardi has that shit on lock. That whole vamp shit, like so locked down. Like,
100%. Yeah, he's built a community for sure, and even with just like the style, even like the way they dress and everything.
Yeah, Cardi is the biggest influence in the underground. Whether anyone says they're not influenced by him or not, he's definitely the biggest influence.
Let's go. Who's your biggest influences? Like top 3.
Top 3 right now. They change a lot, but the top 3 right now I would say Destroy Lonely.
Okay.
Maybe Summrs.
Okay.
I mean, like honestly, I don't really listen to a lot of people's music. I've just been listening to a lot of Lonely and a lot of like my friends' shit.
100%. Any artists like that have reached out to you that you were like shocked, like artists that you've been listening to that's been like crazy?
Fucking Cash Bentley and Run So Cold. That was like,
let's go.
I just feel like those 2 artists in particular, it's crazy because when I first started listening to underground music, I started listening to Autumn.
Okay.
And when he dropped the EP, I think it was Retribution 4 or before Retribution 4.
Okay.
And that was 2 years ago. So like at that time, like Cash Bentley, Run So Cold, Autumn, Summrs, like they were all like pioneers type shit.
They were on that same level.
Yeah, exactly. So I just thought it was really cool that like they both reached out to me.
That's dope. I could see you and Bentley going hard on something. Can you tell me a little bit about like your recording process? Like were you guys in the studio together, or he's out in LA, so you guys set that? Yeah.
I record everything in my crib. Like none of the songs on my page was in the studio. I only been to the studio like 3 times probably.
Dang.
And yeah, I've like any features I do, I record them opens.
Okay. And
it's like I think I take like an hour, 2 hours on songs working on them, and I even like go back into them later another day or some shit, just tweak it with it.
Like re-listen, put in like punch in different spots that you could have done like better and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And are you freestyling everything?
Yeah, I don't write, but I take my time with my bars. I'll re-say bars over and over and over. Okay. I'll think of different bars, change bars out while I'm recording,
But it's all off top and just like the energy.
It's just all off what I'm feeling in that moment.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the song No Calls and like how that's kind of been going up and everything about No Calls.
So, No Calls. I made it after seeing, after I seen Rich Amiri's song.
Okay.
What's it called? Walk In.
I don't know if I've heard that. No.
It's like his biggest song. It blew up crazy.
Okay.
But pretty much, like, I just thought the beat was hard. I hit up the same producers. I was like, yo, let's work. And I just, honestly, I think I made like the most TikTok song.
100%.
Like that was just straight TikTok, straight for TikTok, honestly.
And it's going up.
But I used it. I kind of used the momentum of that just to push my EP. But like I feel like No Cause is just kind of that song that is gonna draw everybody in, and then the rest of the EP, that's just up for everyone else to decide if they want to listen to or not. And that's where it's like that's where my real music is that I've just been sitting on, and just the rest of my music that I just really wanted to put out for a while.
I love it. So if nobody's heard any of your music before, what 3 songs would you point them to go listen to?
Definitely Better Off Alone.
Okay.
How Would You Feel?
Okay.
For sure. And what else?
It's always tough when it's your own shit because they're like all your little like babies,
I
like
just
that.
don't know which one. Fuck it, Zaza remix.
Let's go.
Shit that blew me up in the first place. So.
Let's go. Tell me a little bit about like Zaza remix and how that came about and how the traction started going.
I don't know, man. That whole situation is just crazy, in my opinion. It's not really that big of a deal, but it's just like, I feel like it shows like how weird the underground is. Like, I made that remix, posted it on TikTok, blew up. The video got taken down, made it again, blew up again. Every video I was posting with that sound,
it was
like
just
5K likes, up. Then it just like everyone was using the sound. I don't know, I wasn't even pushing that, and people just was fucking with it. Hella videos blew up with that sound. Pretty sure there was some video like 140K views with that sound. Anyways, I dropped it, and like immediately it was a thing like, oh, whose version is better, Goonie, Can Yeet, or Eli?
Okay.
And it's like, why is it like that when I made the song out of inspiration of them, out of being like, oh, I've been listening to this song every day the last 2 weeks, I'm gonna hop on the beat now.
100%.
So it's just like, I don't know. It's weird with fans how they just like to build up hate and tension between artists for no reason.
How do you deal with hate on the internet right now?
Look at it, leave it.
Look at it.
It doesn't bother me at all.
100%.
I mean, maybe here and there it's a weird comment that I'm just like, why? But it's like,
just keep moving type shit.
Yeah.
100%. So how old are you right now?
I'm 18.
You're 18?
Yeah. Turning 19 in March.
Let's go. I love it. So I like to ask this question. If you had unlimited budget to push your music career forward right now, what would be like the first thing you'd spend your money on?
Shit. Probably a new mic, definitely music videos. I definitely want to get really into really deep into making music videos. I want to do like crazy cinematic shit. Like one thing that I'm really pressed on doing soon as I can, like successfully, is like a music video to a whole EP pretty much.
Ooh,
but an EP that's all synced up. Everything is one thing. But like a 15-minute music video, some crazy shit like The Weeknd. Like The Weeknd does that shit all the time. It's crazy.
That'll go hard. So you've already been like thinking about like doing that?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that for a minute. I just gotta wait to set it up because it's really hard being an independent artist, bro. Especially when you're just doing all this shit by yourself, like fucking everything's straight out the pockets, bro.
Bro, yeah.
Straight out.
Yeah, it's 100% invested back. I know how that is because I'm an artist myself, and then even just like starting to build like the media stuff and everything. It's just like straight investment. What's your biggest struggle right now as an artist?
I would say not getting the recognition I deserve, to be honest.
Okay.
And it sounds kind of like cocky and self-absorbed, but it's just like I put in hella work into my songs. I put hella time, hella emotion. All my lyrics is fucking straight from my life. Like I do not that cap rap shit. Like I just can't listen to it. It's so. I feel like the music right now is so oversaturated with just bullshit.
With cap rap.
Just bullshit.
I agree. It's hard to sift through like to find like who is real. You know what I'm saying?
Like honestly, if I like my favorite underground artist right now, I would say Iyaze. Okay. Because he's just like he's like the true definition of just different. Like the flows that he thinks of and the way that he goes about it. And I feel like it's crazy because he thinks of all these flows and he does not even get the same recognition as people that he's been making music with for years. You feel me?
100%.
Like
yeah.
he's been making music with Autumn, Summers, all of them, and he's still smaller than fucking Baby Santana and some things. You feel me?
100%.
So it's like, I don't know, and it's no hate to
Mm-hmm.
Tana or some, because they're both great artists, but it's just like, you know.
What do you think that is? Do you think it's like this the ability to like connect to your fan base and just like
Yeah, that is one thing. You know, I think being able to talk to your fans and be a good like role model and representation of what they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that makes a lot of people like you, especially if they can like you outside of the music. Then it's just like
it's game over.
It's way easier. You feel me?
Yeah, that's how you sell. That's how you sell hoodies.
That's how you sell everything.
That's how you sell merch.
It's like all the artists that have dipped in everything that they could is doing it right. Like
100%.
Autumn is doing it right. Summer is doing it right. Yeet is doing it right. All of them, they're just doing everything they can to
100%.
go up. You know what I mean?
So tell me about your like a day in the life. Do you have something that you do every day that's a part of your routine?
Shit, bro, my life is boring. Honestly, I fucking wake up, go to work, come home, try to record some shit.
100%.
Maybe go to the gym that night. Maybe link up with one of my friends. But after that, it's the same thing.
But at least music is in the routine every day?
Music is the everyday thing. Music is like my main focus right now. It's the only thing I'm doing.
That's fire. And then if what about new stuff? You have like a new I know you just dropped an EP. You got any like new stuff coming out? Any new features, new music videos that you're excited?
I'm working on music videos. Like I'm setting up music videos. I got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to set up. A lot of stuff that I gotta do.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to do it as best as I could. You know, I'm not trying to rush through anything.
100%.
And fuck it up because I'm doing it by myself and shit. You feel me?
You want the rollout to be correct and everything like that.
Yeah, I just want everything to be smooth.
Would you wanna sign to a label if it was right?
If the the terms are right, the deal is right, the moment, the opportunity is good.
Yeah, but it can't be for $1 million. It's gotta be for $1 trillion. That's what you said, right? Let's go. Sign me for $1 trillion.
For real though.
That's what you say, right?
Yeah, I'm worth it, man.
No, facts.
I'm definitely worth it.
Hey, facts.
You know, if a label hits me up and I feel like they really want to put their effort into making me do better and not just see what's in it for themselves, then that's where I'm going. But
100%.
if it's not like that, I'm good where I'm at. I did all this. I've done everything up until now by myself. So
just keep maybe rinse and repeating this process and just like keep growing.
Yeah, rinse and repeat, but change it every way.
But change it in every way too. Just keep reinventing yourself along the way. I like that. So I'm gonna do this little section right here. It's called Overrated Underrated. And I'm just gonna like name off like a whole bunch of like different things, and then you just say first thing.
Different things or artists?
Artists, different things, whatever. It's gonna be just everywhere with it. So you literally first thing that comes to your mind, whether it's overrated or underrated. You can do a properly rated too if you want to.
I think it's good. Like I think
it's rated like the right way.
Okay.
But I prefer overrated and underrated. But we'll run it. All right. So Playboy Cardi.
Perfect.
Properly rated. You got it. Okay. Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. Overrated.
Overrated. Jacuzzis.
Overrated.
Overrated. The Snow.
Underappreciated.
Underappreciated? No, facts. I can see that. Okay, recording at a big studio.
Overrated.
Overrated? Facts. Agreed. Yeet.
I think he's overrated, honestly.
You think he's overrated?
Slightly.
Okay. What about Chrome Hearts?
It's fire.
Fire?
I think it's good. I think it's a little overrated, but it's fire. I fuck with it.
Okay. Sofago?
He's Gucci.
Gucci properly rated?
Properly rated, yes.
And then Kanye West.
I think Kanye West, for what he does, he's properly rated.
Okay.
I don't think you can compare him, honestly, at this point. Especially I don't know, maybe before Donda.
That facts, yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's hard to compare with how much different.
Kanye is his own different thing.
100%.
I don't even he's an artist in many different ways, so.
Yeah, he has his hands in too many things to compare him to one person or one.
Or he dropped a fucking gospel album.
I know. He's going crazy. Okay, so this is the last question we always like to ask. What advice do you give to your younger self?
To my younger self?
What would you give? Yeah, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Shit. Keep focusing on yourself, bro.
Okay.
Honestly, once I figured that out, my life has gone up.
Let's go.
Ever since then.
Let's go.
You know, I feel like there was one point in my life that I was just, you know, super indulged in everything else that wasn't really regarding myself. So, you know, once I separated myself from that and was like, you know what, I just gotta do what I want to do and what I like and shit. So that's when everything just started going up.
100%. Just not worried about like other people's like just kind of focus on what you want to do every day and like kind of figure out your routine and kind of just dive into like your passions.
Everything, not even just music, just everything.
Everything. No, that's important. 100%. I like that.
It's not just like sometimes with this internet stuff, you get so consumed and it's like you start to forget what you really need to focus on. You feel me?
100%.
Like who knows? I could be fucking in over my head with this music shit, thinking that I'm gonna do something, but you know, I would never know if I keep going.
100%.
So,
where do you see yourself in the brand in 5 years?
Shit, I should be fucking rich and famous.
Let's go. Let's go.
In a movie, hopefully.
In a movie? Even do some movie stuff? That'd be fine. Let's go.
Movies, streaming, everything. Shows, concerts, you name it.
I love it. I love it.
Cameos, anything.
Cameos, anything, I'm in that. Let's go. Well, you heard it here first. I'm Syspence. You're watching Bluehousetv. That's another interview under the wraps with the one and only Eli Juggz.
Sir, thank you guys for watching.
Let's go. See you guys next week.
That be the garment. No calls, no text, no replies. Top floors, wake inside with the guys. Pop out on your block like surprise. Going 90 on I-95.